go. Hello?
I just closed it.
Okay, perfect, dude. This is perfect.
That's a cool little hack, right? A good little hack if you can't find anybody.
Yeah, that fucking totally worked. Yeah.
Dude, my friends do it all the time because it used to only have like 50. Then it started stacking everybody.
Yeah.
And then it's like Eddie even keeps keeps track of like 3-person conversations. I don't even know who all these people are, you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it made up names. Like I don't even know what your name is on here.
I don't know. What does it say? I forgot.
Plus Nutriment 309. That's you.
What does it say?
Plus Nutriment 309.
That's fucking weird. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to be as authentic as possible. You know, because that's the thing that creates distrust. Like whenever I see like a profile on Facebook or Instagram that doesn't have the profile picture, I don't know the gender, like you start thinking, well, who the fuck am I talking to? It starts becoming hard. Like, who the fuck is this person?
Yeah, dude, I run into a lot of people like that on TikTok, like because it said to like advertise on TikTok when I first got into it. It's helped me learn a lot about AI and stuff. But as far as like people have fake pictures and then they're like, oh, let's go to what this other app. I'm like, God, why don't we can chat here? You know, we can FaceTime here.
Yeah.
You know, but then they're like, oh, but I'd rather talk there. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. I can't see you, so I'm not gonna just start downloading other platforms.
All right.
You know?
Exactly, man. Yeah, that's why I try to be transparent, so that I show people this is how I look. This is my age, like just general stuff. My name. So I'll set that up so that then I have grounds to say, well, now you should at least be honest about your fucking look or your name.
It's so many people are insecure nowadays. So that's a big like
little pussies. But what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna reach over through the fucking screen and grab him by the neck. Like these people are gay, man.
Bro, dope Slayer. Fucking Slayer's in the. I got Slayer posters in the Devil's Apartment and a bunch of the shorts.
Yeah, dude, Slayer's one of my favorite bands for sure.
My cousin, or my cousin's kid, so it's my second cousin. He has a whole half flag sleeve of Slayer, one of their album covers.
Dude, Slayer, man. When I first heard Slayer, I was 16, right? And I was like, dude, they're just so extreme. Like everything's about Satan and fucking demons and shit. And I was like, these guys don't give a fuck, man.
Wait, how old are you again?
I'm 38.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm 47. So like,
yeah. You grew up when they were hitting popular in that time.
Yeah, there's a sneak peek from the next one, but there's a picture. If you notice, there's a Slayer.
Yeah, I saw that, and I thought, oh, okay, this guy fucking knows about Slayer.
Actually, this one isn't out yet. This is on the one I'm posting tonight. But that's his apartment. The Devil's Apartment has a Slayer one too.
And what is the devil playing right there? What game is it?
Monopoly is tonight's game, so sneak peek. I'll be posting that up.
Oh yeah. This isn't live. Yeah,
I don't get
this part is gonna be like uploaded later. But that's cool, man. I like how you're coming up with different visual concepts for parts of the book. You know, because that's very creative. Like you're not just creative through words; you're creative through visuals. You know, so you're doing both.
I appreciate that, man. It's taken a lot of work over the last like 4 or 5 months because I didn't know anything about it. But like, how else do you market a book? Everybody's got to be content creators now. You know?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm giving you credit, because today people can make books, they can make movies. You know, I'm making short animated films as well. And that's the future, man. Like the future, the people that are going to have jobs are the ones that know how to use this technology to create these things. Because think about it, all the other people are not learning how to do this shit, but they're going to need to be able to do it, because if not, they're going to be at a disadvantage online, because you can make stuff for yourself. So the guys that can't make it, like they're going to be like, well, how much do I pay you to make me something for my company? You know?
It's not even online. Like in life, everything's so much AI now. It's like, I'm still like barely scratching the surface of it. I read a few books. I just started. It turned into like playing videos and just mash buttons and see what happens after a while. You know,
you know what? Yeah. That's cool that you're not afraid. You're not afraid to just go ahead and try it and see what the fuck happens, because that's how you learn quickly. Is you just gotta fucking go ahead and try many generations. Try this prompt. Try that prompt. But I also learned this. So like for the first 6 months, I just tried to figure out what prompts. You know, how to organize the prompt, how to write it, how to use the right description and stuff like that. I just did it manually. But then I realized that you can, in Grok or any chat GPT, you can tell it, hey, write me a video prompt. So the chat GPT can write you an actual legit video prompt. So you can tell it, write me a video prompt that's for video animations of this kind of person doing this kind of thing. And then it'll write the right lettering prompt for you. So you don't even have to know how to write prompts. You can tell it to write a prompt for you, and then you don't have to fucking be guessing like back and forth like a dumbass.
It took me like 2 or 3 months to be honest. I was like, dude, what prompt do I give you? I'm tired of arguing with you. You keep changing stuff, like, because it's a new, every image is a new generation. So like, what prompt do I have to give you to keep it on point? Because we can't keep the different. We need character consistency. If we keep changing the characters, it's always going to follow the story.
Yeah, you got to be very descriptive. So what I found, what works for me is that if I start off, let's say I want to create like a person that looks like me, I'll start off 38-year-old male, Hispanic, metalhead. I'll type in metalhead with a black leather jacket, black jeans, long wavy hair. Like you have to describe like all the details of every aspect. And it tends to work, like for the most part. Like if you describe it, the age, the gender, the ethnicity, maybe it's not human-like. Maybe this is a animated style. You have to also specify if it's like cartoons, more of a Toy Story, Pixar style. So like you got to get that specific, like with the genre, the people, the age, the gender. And then there's camera movements. There's also like is it a low dramatic angle facing upward towards the ceiling, revealing the perspective. Like you have to describe like basically every part of the image,
Dude, there's one, I don't know what it's called. I forget. Another buddy of mine, he's nasty with the AI. He was telling me about it. He's like, you get on there and you take your phone and it takes like 5 to 10 minutes and you take like different angle views. And so he's did that so that it has a different angle. Basically, the AI takes you, and then now when he makes his videos, it puts him into them. Like, it's pretty sick.
I wonder if he's using Sora. You've heard of Sora too?
He said he's using like 8 different platforms because not all the platforms will allow you to do certain things. So he'll take a video from here and then put it to the next one. Platform.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, because not everybody, they're all limited. Some of them are limited in certain ways. And if you're using a couple, like I use Grok Imagine, and I also use Sora 2. Sora 2 is by I forget what the name of the guy is, but the guy who founded ChatGPT. Basically, Sora 2 is the AI image generator and video generator for ChatGPT, the company ChatGPT. But those create really realistic. Sora 2 creates very realistic animations because it uses like a short video snippet of you where you kind of you tilt your face a couple angles and it uses your voice.
That might be the one he's talking about.
That's what I'm saying, because that's how it records your personal information, and then you animate it and it's more accurate the way that those videos look. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy.
I've been primarily on ChatGPT, but that only does images, and then I take them and I've started like TikTok actually has crazy like AI kind of like creation. I've done some pretty cool videos on there.
Yeah, man. I've noticed that they're building it in to the social media platforms. So I just saw that Instagram, when you send a message, you can animate the message into an AI thing. Once you've sent it, you can decide to make an AI thing out of it. So I'm realizing they're incorporating AI creative tools into the social media platforms. So that's pretty crazy. I think that's awesome. They're just
it's in everything now. Like a few weeks back, like I was like, let me see if I've been promoting myself for a while. Let's see if I can Google it. And I Googled Padoko Riddles, pulled it up, and then you could go up into AI search, and it goes deep, and it tells them on whatever platform I'm on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's next level, man. I like it because
the next level is gonna keep growing, so we gotta keep growing with it.
yeah, that's how I see it, man. I use it every day. Like every day, I'm fucking with it. It's like writing, right? Like some people just write whatever. It's like a little habit that you do, and that's kind of what I've been trying to develop. I've been trying to use it. I have it open. I always have those 2 tabs open with Grok and Sora. So if I have an idea, I try to make it. If I have an idea, I always try to make it. And that's how I've only been doing this now seriously for 6 months, I would say. And I got 3 customers that made like $250. I made $50 per client last week. 3 guys, they wanted some short animation, some images, and I got those guys just based on the 6 months that I've been using it.
Yeah, give it up, bro. Dude,
so that's how practical it is. Like that's how practical the opportunities are with this thing. It's people need to learn how to use it, but not everybody likes to fuck with it.
A lot of people like me. I was stubborn. I refused to learn it. And then like once I started, I'm hooked. I'm like in. But that's the thing. We don't need everybody to, because if everybody does, then we won't.
Yeah, and that's what I realized. Everybody won't bother to. It's kind of elaborate. Like the whole formula to like prompt engineering, like the actual skill to do this is called prompt engineering, which is basically communicating with the AI very specifically at every aspect. So like I was saying, the camera movement, you have to describe the camera movement. You can describe the gender, male perspective. Is it high action? You start typing high action movement. Like, so I fuck with all these different things, and I recognize that it all makes a difference. It makes a difference what you say to it. You know, so
yeah, dude, I've started like recording them. Like, what prompt can I use? Like, all right, so here, so I saved it in my notes, and I'm like,
yeah,
what prompt can I use so we keep the same characters? It's like,
dude, we're on the same page. We're on the same because I do exactly the same thing.
Otherwise you just waste 10, 15 minutes getting back to where you were. Yeah. But if you can start there, you're saving so much time.
Yeah, it's a formula. You just saved a little cheat code. Yeah, so I have the same thing. I have a log of saved prompts that ended up working once I fucking refined them and I got it the way it was. Like you said, I just saved it and I'm saving them. You know, so I could just copy and paste.
Yeah, it's smart. It saves much. But you know, you're not just learning the AI. The AI is learning you because it's learning how, like, your personality. If you use the same one, you know.
I do. I generally stick to Grok and Sora.
I've heard nothing but good things about Grok. Like, I'm gonna have to look into that soon.
Grok has the least amount of limit. It's the most uncensored. It's the most uncensored public one. So if you want to make stuff that's pushing the limit on fucking whether it's sensuality or violence, that's the one that has the least amount of limits compared to like Midjourney and all those other mainstream ones. But you know, it's kind of important though, because sometimes you want to create something, and if it's too PC, if it's too politically correct, then it's like, fuck, I can't make this and I can't make that. So it's like, to me, like, of course you don't want to make something fucking illegal or fucked up.
Oh, yeah, no.
You don't want to do that. So there's a line, you know. But Grok is the most open, free speech friendly. Let's just put it that way, right? For my personal experience, you know.
With this, honestly, like this book, it's already kind of pushing the boundaries. You know, just look at the cover. You know, like people are already like, people are like, oh, you know, if they like, please don't send me stuff like that. I'm like, dude, have you read it? None of it. There's no. I might have the word shit and the word ass in there once. You know, like I kept it. You know, I'm not trying to offend people. I'm trying to tell a story. Yeah.
I like it, man, because that's what caught my attention. Like, that book totally attracts me just by looking at the cover. Like, the image is like, okay, Satan and Jesus, good and evil. This is a conversation of, you know, at least on the surface, I would assume this is about a good guy and a bad guy, because the devil and Jesus are associated with forces of good and evil, right? It's like yin and yang. So that's already fucking interesting in itself. And that's like soul controllers. And it's actually very clever, because now that I think about it, controllers also has to do with fucking video game controllers.
Their first tournament is video games. That's why it's got them play Mario Kart on the top. They play a 10-game tournament of video games.
Yeah, and it's actually literal. Like, it's literally that, but it's also like, you can think of it as they dominate souls, like people's souls. They control. So I wasn't sure initially whether it meant that or there was like a double meaning to the whole idea. You know?
No meaning yet, because the soul controllers, they start video games. But I put it with a Z. I wanted to switch it up. But I don't know if you got to read the back, but it's like, what if heaven and hell settled the score through tournaments? In the most outrageous rivalry never told, Jesus and the devil face off in a series of absurd, action-packed tournaments to determine the fate of souls, pride, and bragging rights that span eternity. Who's keeping score? Everyone. Who's winning? That changes every day. Who's watching? The entire universe. Pick a side, pick a seat. Just don't miss the next round.
Dude, it's so good, man. I saw it on Amazon. I saw it on Amazon, the pricing of this paperback. I mean, it's very well done, man. I was very impressed. You know, so
I appreciate that. I mean, like, right now, like, people like you, like, people are like that other writers and like, dude, that's so cheap for a paperback. I'm like, dude, all I'm doing right now is trying to get my name out there. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's why when I met you, I was very excited, because I'm kind of in a similar phase. I'm also trying to grow my brand and my channel, my name, which is associated at this point, at least, mostly with guitar and reaction videos. I'm like this artist, streamer guy, but you know, I want to do more podcasts. So like, one thing I realize is that I can't just do the music thing, reaction thing, like every week. I have to like take a break and go into like podcasting and talking to people with other types of different kind of people, right?
I actually got my notebook ready, so I wanted to ask you, like, I've got friends that are trying to come up with all kinds of things. I mean, like, what type of people do you want to like bring on? Like, if you're open to me,
of course. I mean, yeah, of course, man. And I don't really care as long as they're, they understand that you're on the internet, and if you want to stay active on YouTube and these other, there are some parameters, right? You can't show nudity, you can't incite violence, as long as they're not like dumb or nuts, it's okay to fuck around. It's okay to be open about opinions, but just be careful how you word it, because these places, like if you say something that is like against a certain group, right? I don't want to say what group, it gets fucking weird, And I want to stay on it. I want to try to stay on. And trust me, like if I didn't have to follow these rules, I wouldn't give a shit, because I like being very honest and raw. But I know that like other platforms are better for that, like Rumble or BitChute. Like there's all these other like more free. You can talk about other all controversial. You can go further, But this is fine. Like we're talking about.
Like the people I'm thinking of, they're like real. Like after I saw the one with you and the wolf was sick. That was sick, crazy.
Which one?
Like I watched a lot of your reaction videos, so those are sick too. People were like shocked, like
yeah, it's just entertainment, man. That's just like typical social media entertainment. Like most guys that are streamers that do that, they're pranksters, right? So they're not using their actual talent to get that reaction. I mean, there are some musicians that actually play on there and they get reactions, but there's also like a lot of pranksters that like just provoke people. They're kind of like trolls. They just kind of want to get pissed.
There's a ton of trolls.
Yeah, they want to piss people off, and I try to get away from that, because being funny is one thing, telling jokes and being hilarious, but a troll is a different type of new entertainer that is kind of a modern phenomena with social media, because people do stupid stuff just to get a reaction. Like even if it's like it's just dumb, but people will click because it's like, oh fuck, this is kind of outrageous. So I want to try to stay away from that.
Dude, I've been on it probably a little over 2 years. I came on here just doing bits and jokes. So my friends got me on here when I never heard of it. Then I started learning languages and fucking doing riddles. That's riddles. Like I'm the riddle master. That's why I put the pen name as Padoko Riddles.
Yeah, I was noticing that, and I like your profile picture on Instagram, because you look kind of like a wizard. You have an interesting hat. You have you look like a wizard, and you have like a library of enchantment fucking books in the back. So you come across as like a character. You already have a character persona, developed.
Dude, I put myself into one of the shorts as a character persona. I don't know, like one of the shorts. I'm in there, like type in, and they're doing like, what is he up to now? How's he?
Yeah, so like I as an artist myself, I notice all these little subtle differences, and I can already tell you're very prepared to. You're prepared, like you're just prepared to go further and pushing your ideas, pushing your influence. So I'm like, fuck yeah, bro, because for like the longest time when I started like seriously making content, it was very hard to find other people. Like my friends that I had a year ago, I had to change because they didn't want to go in this direction, right? Which I'm not saying they're bad people or they're like less than me or anything like that. But it's also pretty mind-blowing to me that most of the opportunities today are online. Like if you think of trying to change your life in any way, it's going to be online, right? It's less fucking going to work traditionally, even though that's still applicable. But it's like, think like self-driving cars. We have robots coming. We have fucking sex robots coming. Like we have everything that's coming is replacing human repetitive labor. So my mentality is like, why the fuck would I not get a head start and like go just straight on into this fucking technology? Like learn the video production, learn the visual marketing, learn the fucking technique, like this whole fucking setup I have, the microphone and the all this shit. I invested because I thought that's going to be my vehicle. Like if I own this shit, all I got to do is turn it on and do a show on Tuesday, do a show on Thursday, do a show on Sunday. Like everything is in my fucking house. I don't have to go to no fucking corporation. Like it's so convenient,
Dude, actually, I meant to ask. I thought I had another light. How is this lighting? You said
it's decent, bro. It's decent. Yeah, it was just a general suggestion. And it also wasn't.
I got a light somewhere, but I was running late because of the snow, and I was like, "Ah, shit, let me just get in here and talk to him."
That's okay, man. Yeah. I don't expect perfection. Because when I first started a year ago, I had a fucking black and white. This camera wasn't like this one. This is a 4K 60 FPS. Super smooth camera. Like I had like a very hazy like a camera like yours, and I still made a lot of fucking content, man. I made a lot of content with the shit that I had back then, and I was just doing it. So it's not as important. Like the gear is not as important as what you do with what you got. Like that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I'm a writer. Like I learned all this because like I got a whole box full of like literally a microwave box full of notebooks. I've been writing since the 90s.
Yeah,
back in the early 2000s, I had probably about 12, 15 poems published on this like Hindi site. They sold the domain name. I can't find them anymore. They're all over MySpace, but I can't find that. But
wow,
then
man. Wow.
Let's see, July, I quit my job, moved, and I was like, all right, man, let me actually focus on finishing some of these stories.
Yeah.
I published 2 ebooks under a different pen name. They weren't big enough to make into a paperback. I'm like, all right, forget it. Let's move on. So I got I got another book that's already finished first draft.
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 that are about 70% of the way done. But I was doing them all at the same time because I would think of a thought and I'd have like, all right, let's add this to that. And I was like, so finally I was just like, all right, we got to focus in on one. What story are we going for first? You know?
Yeah, dude, I know. That's kind of my challenge too. I have a lot of demos, audio demos. They're like these separate ideas. I have at least like 65 like musical themes and guitar riffs and intros. They're not related, but I had to pick. So every day I listen to like a group of them, and then I had to isolate which one I'm going to develop and actually finish, try to like compose the whole song and actually like record it. And, you know, you have to like hyper focus and dissect that fucking idea, you know?
That was the toughest part, to tell you the truth. Not the writing, not the focusing on one and finishing. And then now not just finishing it, then putting it into paperback. Like that would like, I had to be now it's the promoting part. So it's like, I want to finish other ones, but it's you got to stick with it, you know.
Yeah,
Now this, I'm gonna lose momentum.
Yeah, you got to give it a good campaign. You got to stick with it for like another 6 to a year. You got to push it. You got to do a lot of podcasts and fucking a lot of little short videos and talk to other people that would promote it. And
I've had a few other guys. Like one of the guys that I was saying about introduced to you, he's crazy AI, like really good, and he's a writer as well. So he's like, wow. I made it. Hit that connect through TikTok. Like I made a lot of great AI creator connects through there.
Yeah, dude, what a deadly combo, man. Like you're a writer and you could do AI. That's like the perfect combo because you can write, you can put it out there, and you can have AI help you bring images and covers and logos to the writing, right? So if you learn how to do that, you don't necessarily have to hire an artist. You know, if you end up getting pretty good at it, you know.
Honestly, the goal is like I showed you how much the first 2 parts are. The book's 4 parts, but like on the 3rd part, it starts to explode. Like I'm shooting for the stars. You know, why not, right?
After that, what you got to lose?
Like, I'm actually thinking about trying to sell it as a series. You know, like
dude, that man, you're getting me so excited. Like with like all the preparation that it's obviously there. Like it's getting me excited because I don't meet too many people on the personal level that are that prepared to push something that is an original idea nowadays. You know, I don't really meet people that are like that, man. To me, that's the way to fucking make a difference. You know, because everybody will find a way to make a living, right? Everybody will find a way to fucking pay the bills and not die and take a shit and fuck, you know, whatever the fuck it is that they do. But your book could potentially be known. Like it could travel different places on the internet. It could be purchased by people in different countries. It could transcend. It could make a difference, you know. And obviously, of course, it can make money, of course, because it's a copyrighted piece of material. So if somebody wants to buy it, they have to pay you. You know, so
honestly, before we go further, dude, I want to thank you for even if you don't upload this or anything, thank you for bringing me on and us doing this. I mean, because it's good to have people that believe in you and like what you're doing. So
I can know for sure. I'm very thankful as well. You seem like a genuine person, and that's very valuable. You know, genuine people who are doing honest things. That's of course very valuable and rare. The other thing is like, well, you commented on my King's Mind intro because I developed this little AI King's Mind podcast. Yeah. It's like the intro music to the fucking show, which I'm gonna put once I make the whole fucking podcast. But you said, hey man, I want to fucking do it, and the reason I said fuck yeah, bro, let's fucking do it, because so many people that I've tried to fucking get to do it, man, like they either don't want to do it or they do it, and then they're like, nah, dude, take it down. After I recorded the whole thing and uploaded it, they're like, hey man, can you please take it down? And I have to take it down because these fuck for whatever reason they don't want to be seen online, right? So I'm like, these guys are fucking.
I'm being me 100%. So you have full permission to do it. I was just hoping, like, is there a way I'd be able to get it so I could post it on my platforms as well? That way we both
of course, no, yeah, man. Like you're like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. From like that's how I knew interviewing you or talking to you was gonna be just a piece of cake, bro. There's no like,
I swear we talked before, man. It seems so comfortable when we first talked. I don't know if you were in the house or not, but
I don't know. Yeah, it could be just deja vu, man. I believe in deja vu, man. Like because I don't believe it's accidental that you're creative, bro. Like you're creative, and that's not accidental, man. Like you write, you have ideas, you've been working on them for a long time, so clearly, like you have a passion. Because everybody can't do what you do because they would have otherwise dedicated themselves for that long, right? So you're clearly passionate, and to me, passion fuels people getting really good in a particular area. So that's clear. That's clear, bro. That's pretty clear to me. Like. You're not just
honestly for a long time. I wrote this poetry and spoken word or journaled, and a lot of it was therapeutic. Work through things. But creativity helps you work through things too. Whether it's not it's dealing with the issues, it's just like you might like when you read a book. I've always been a big reader.
Yeah.
I have to have a paperback. I can't do the Kindle. But the best part is like right now people can read it on Kindle Unlimited for free. If
I saw that.
I'm trying to tap into that market. I don't know how to do it yet. So my next few, I'm gonna tag like the hashtags are primary focus on that.
Yeah, Kindle. Yeah, promoting the Kindle version format, available both on paperback and Kindle. Like anytime you promote, I'm always specify that it's available in both formats and tag both markets. Kindle, ebook, tablet, like type shit like that. Like in your hashtags, phone.
But like a lot of people think like, oh, he's just trying to sell it. Look, if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free already. That's the biggest thing I'm trying to push right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, don't worry about these fucking little losers. people. I get that a lot, man. And I stop giving a fuck because they're not doing, man. Like the biggest critics online that I've ran into are never doing anything, man. Like they're not doing shit.
They don't even have original cracks like where they can make like dude. Oh, you're old. Really, bro? That's a good crack. Like, I mean, thank you.
I mean, and I always think like being young isn't necessarily a good thing, man. I mean, because when I was young, I was fucking dumb. I was a dumbass fuck. All right. So it's like young, like it's basically doesn't mean experience. Like what you want is experience, That's what you want. Because as you get older, you tend, if you're smart, you tend to learn. Because you have time to accumulate experiences and then you can extract wisdom from it. Then you know what the fuck not to waste your time on in life. Because when you're young, you're doing everything and you don't know what the fuck you're wasting your time most of the time.
The young and dumb, dude, I was very dumb. But like I've always, it took me a while, but I like to learn from my mistakes. So everything in life is a learning lesson if you make it that way. And honestly, yes, this is really like it's religious focused, but a lot of it is like every loss is a learning lesson.
That's cool, bro. And you know what I like about it is that it's very creative. Like you're the packaging and the idea of it comes across as like this kind of for me at least like a riddle, a comic book. It's for entertainment. At least that's my impression. It's like this is not going to be a boring book. This is going to be an interesting book, and but I like that because you have metaphor and like spirituality embedded. Like there's metaphors because if you're using gaming, it's not just gaming. There's it's a metaphor for communicating the forces that control us all as humans, right? So that I think that's fucking clever as fuck, man. I think that's like what the fuck.
If you get a chance, read it. Dude, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, man. I got to make that investment and get a hold of it. Sure.
If you can don't read it for free, like I don't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I just remembered.
Yeah, right now, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to push the book, but I'm not out here right now trying to fucking make money off it. I'm trying. Sorry for swearing. I apologize for that.
No, you're fine. No, I don't give a fuck about cussing.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, but like right now, getting it out there, Yeah. Like, so I'm telling everybody. I was like, they're like, oh, I'm gonna buy the paperback. I'm like, dude, read it for free or get on a Kindle. Like, I just want to see your opinion. I want opinions and reviews.
Yeah, sample it. Yeah, you got to push the sample, get people to taste it. I think that what I like about what you're doing on Instagram is that you are, I don't know if it's, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit of hiccups here, but I don't know if it's those little animations, are they a part of the book? It looks like they're a part of the book, right?
Well, so far what I've put in is the first round. Part 1 is tournament of 10 video games. Part 2 is board and card games.
Oh, okay.
And that is all about 80 to 85% accurate to what's written in the first 2 parts. But like I showed you, that's only that much of the book.
Right. So for me, like,
yeah, and it starts to explode. So like,
yeah, because what's getting me curious, like me personally, because I'm a different type of, I guess, consumer or customer, because I'm more visual. So those little animations are making me realize, okay, that's a part of the book. I'm assuming it's making me want to read the book. Like what's making me want to go check it out is you're giving like these little samples, like snippets and samples of it in a visual sense. Because I'm not the biggest reader, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I did, and I've read books. Of course, I've read books, and I understand like the value of the physical thing and holding it, and like I understand that, like that's something important for some people. But I like the little, I like animation. that's why I do like AI, right? So, and I like because it's almost like Harry Potter. You know how people say like Harry Potter, like that book is like better, the book version, but then they made a movie. Or is it Harry Potter? Or there's also like Lord of the Rings. They say Lord of the Rings.
That's my favorite trilogy. Yeah, I read that. I read those books when I was a kid, when it was in like a cartoon, way before
the movies,
like the new set. Like what's that? Oh man.
Yeah, so like for me, because I'm not a reader, what got me interested in the books, not being a book reader, is like it's backwards. I like the movie. Now I'm like, okay, maybe I'm interested in the book. Maybe the book's better. So it's like I'm interested in backwards through the movies into the books.
Well,
so that's kind of interesting.
I'm right now, seriously, after this, I don't know how I'm going to put much more into video without help, but that's how it is. But literally what you have seen is about 80-85% of what you're going to read in the first 2 parts.
Well, that's cool, man. Like, that's good promotion. Is what I'm trying to say, is that's good advertisement for the book, in my opinion. I don't know if are you posting those same videos to TikTok or YouTube?
I'm taking the images I make off ChatGPT, putting them together on TikTok and formatting it into the video format. I post it on TikTok,
right?
Then I download it and I bring it over to Instagram, and then YouTube. I've been having some issues because I've had to get the correct prompts to format the images. But
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because the format, like the format that works for almost all the platforms, social media platforms, it's a portrait. It's called portrait. It's a portrait. I think it's 9 by
6 by 9. 6 by 9. It's tall.
Yeah, it's long.
Like they don't do the wide.
Yeah, if essentially it fits most screens, like most phone screens. It's perfect for most phones. Long screen like this. It's a portrait like this. So that's good for short content on all those platforms, which is short. But like if you're gonna do YouTube is like that. It's widescreen.
They're pickier.
It's a wide.
I just realized that over a few, like my chess and my dominoes version didn't really fit in. I posted anyway, and I think it would do more harm to take it down than to just.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, it would be better to reformat it for that. Basically, when you start making the image, start with the widescreen format to begin with. And I had to do that. I had to learn how to do like that. And it is, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
It feels good though once you get it all put together, don't it?
Yeah, no, it feels like I'm finally doing the shit. Like I'm finally doing the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I feel. Because if you check the stuff that I post on Instagram, you go to my YouTube, you go to my Instagram, you go to my Facebook. I have almost the exact same posts everywhere.
Actually, yes, same here. Did we switch YouTubes?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I
know we got on each other on Instagram, but
or you can send it to me later, and we'll follow each other on there.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. We got to each other. Yeah, you said Discord. I have it, but I don't know how to use it much. So, but apparently it wasn't working anyway.
Yeah, I was having problems, and this looks fine. Like to me on my end, this looks fucking great. Yeah.
All right, so when I do talk to my other creator friends and tell them that you're doing your podcast and you want to interview more people, how would you like me to present it to them?
Yeah, as long as they're interesting people, man. As long as they have some goal that they're trying to achieve currently. As long as they're like ready to be on social media, right? They have some service or product that they're trying to get, even if it's not a service. Let's say it's just themselves. They're just a streamer. They don't have a fucking product or service, and they themselves are a streamer. They want to get more views as a streamer. Then that's their service, is their online entertainer. You know, so.
No, I've got a few people in mind. If you're, I don't know what your interview list looks like or not.
But right now, I want to get at least one guy like you once a week, at least once every week, every fucking week, once a week. I want to get at least one guy who I can talk to for like 2 to 3 hours, whatever, or 45 minutes. I don't give a shit.
I've got a few people in mind. I've got a few people in mind for you already. Seriously, like I texted you that the other night. I was on a TikTok live talking to a group of people that we were switching WhatsApps and stuff.
Yeah, like just send them my Instagram. Send them my Instagram and tell them that they were referred by you. Then I'll know they're a part of your group, and this is all free, man. This is all. Yeah.
Also, do you still shred though? Because I've got a buddy that has a band. Like, I don't know if they're interested in doing a podcast or not, but they shred. They're black metal. They shred pretty hard. They're coming out of New Hampshire.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because even artists and bands have interviews, right? Interview them about how long they've been playing guitar. What's your musical influences? Who do you listen to? Right? Have you played any live shows? What are your guitars? What guitars do you own? I mean, it can show me all their fucking guitars. So
my buddy, he's a drummer of the band, but he's an awesome dude. We actually call him Metallica. That's we worked in casinos, and he had long hair. Well, he was already, his nickname was Metallica when I got there. He had long hair. He played in bands.
My name's Metallica. That shit's fucking cool, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right now, I'm like you, bro. I quit DoorDash and doing all these side hustles that make money. I said I'm gonna go all in on this, because if this is ever gonna fucking become my main income stream, if it is gonna become it, it's only gonna happen if I fucking push it. Like, I have to push it every fucking day, all week, every week, consistently for at least a year. I told myself at least one solid fucking year, and I told myself I'm not gonna accept any jobs. I'm not even gonna take any jobs. I'm gonna struggle, not working, trying to fucking do this, like almost, everything that's dedicated to this.
See, I work in casino industry. I've been doing it for like 25 years. So I'm so burnt out though. But I'm working 3 nights a week. That's it. But my other 4 nights, if I'm not writing, I'm creating a video, or I'm networking. I'm on one app right now. I'm talking to.
Yeah, no, and I hear you. Yeah, because that's kind of the phase. That's the phase that I was in, like for like the last 3 years. Last 3 years, I was in that phase. So I was doing it part time. Then I had a couple fucking incidents where I got into some trouble, and then I was like, oh fuck, I'm getting too pissed. I just can't handle this damn job.
Yeah, dude, you gotta take your time off though. If you need a break, like a few times I've noticed I was almost forcing content, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take today off. I'm not gonna make some piece of shit that I'm gonna put out there.
Yeah, no, I'm learning that as well. Like, I have to back off, and then, like, I don't know if you saw my. Now I'm posting AI. So like the last couple of days, instead of posting me, which is what I usually do, they do these 5-hour streams, 8-hour streams, and that's very time consuming for me. Those 5-hour streams, I have to be on fucking social media with good people, bad people, and then it feels mentally exhausting. And then I get like at least 10 to 15 clips, 10 to 15 short videos, and then I fucking produce those. Those take like 2 to 5 hours. I take 2 to 5 hours after that stream. I take 2 to 5 hours just to make the fucking short videos, and I post them. And then I cannot do a stream like that for like another 2 days at least. But sometimes I feel like, fuck, I have to take a week or 2 off.
Yeah, dude, I've researched. It's not gonna punish you if you take a week or 2, or like a week.
Yeah.
The algorithm. Like if you take like a month, I mean, 2 it might take some getting back to. But whatever you
no. You know what's funny? They always kind of work. Like I notice, like those types of videos that I do where I'm playing, they're shorts from a live stream where I'm playing, I'm getting reactions. Those always do pretty well. So I could stop for 2 weeks and I come back on, and those short videos will get like 1,000, 1,500 views each. They'll average between 600 views to 1,500 views each. And if I post fucking 10 of them, like that's thousands. That's like over 10,000 views. Averaging 8 to 10,000 views just with the shorts on one platform. And I post those 10 to all the other platforms, right? So I'm like attacking fucking social media. I'm like aggressively posting fucking shorts, but I can take a break, and I had to take a break because I was like,
actually, if there's a like interview you want to like share, like I gotta even share one of those with my friends that I want to introduce you. Like, this is my boy. Watch this thing. If you feel comfortable, maybe he could interview you too.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, bro. We gotta help each other out, bro.
That's how we got to do it, man. Everybody's on. A lot of people out here for themselves, man. I'm not about that. Like that's like you find that on TikTok. A lot of people are like, oh, they want you to share every video or whatever, but then they're not up.
Yeah. Yeah. You can only go so far like that, man. And that's why I work with people I like. So when I talked to you a couple days ago, I immediately I was like, I like this fucking guy. His work was like impressive. I was like, your fucking work is like, you already got my respect with your fucking book. I saw that and I was talking to you and I was like, no, I'm gonna fucking work with this guy. Like I already knew, man. But yeah, with those guys, like, you know, I gotta like the person and they have to believe in something. You know what? They have to have something they fucking believe in. Because if they don't believe in something, then, you know, I'm gonna have to be lecturing their ass to not be lazy. Because if you're not like you or me, then you're just some apathetic fucking guy who's wandering the internet who doesn't know what the fuck they want to do. Those are people that are hard to talk to, man. Because what the fuck are we gonna talk about? Like I'm gonna talk about fucking life.
To weed through that, dude. It took me a while because I want to help everybody, so it took me a while to weed through and be like, dude, you can't help everybody.
Yeah, everybody's not ready. They're just not ready. You know, and I also don't want to make a fucking shitty ass podcast. And if I put out a shitty ass podcast, then people are not gonna want to watch something that's not good quality. So it only does as good as the people that you're starting with. If the people are good, the stuff is good, then everything else, I already know how to edit. I know I can make a good fucking logo, good videos. I already know that. But yeah, man, this was a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, God, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I'm just being fucking honest.
I put out that energy, man, and that you felt it. I saw when I saw the podcast, and I was like, dude, yo, let me in, bro. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm glad you reached out. Like, hey, dude, let's fucking do it. We're gonna do it, bro. When you saw it, we're gonna fucking do it. Because you know how many people I try to get to do it they bitch out, and I'm like, you have the balls to do it. We're gonna fucking do it.
Dude, that's metal, right, bro? That's metal.
Yeah, dude. That's like dude. You know, this is I don't know. To me, it's common sense. You know, like why aren't you online? Like I don't care if you're a fucking mother, if you're like a blue collared fucking guy with kids, even if you're that average family guy, you should try to do some videos because you can do content vlogging about being that guy. Like you could be yourself. You could be that blue collared guy and talk about how it is to be
right there. You can be yourself. Like,
you can be yourself.
Wear that mask. So many people wearing masks. They're too scared to be themselves, bro.
Yeah, and exactly, man. Yeah, it's an insecurity, and I feel like content creation forces you to have to deal with being comfortable with yourself. It's like a test. It forces you to have to get good in front of the camera, be comfortable with yourself. It forces you to do that, and if you're not, then you're not. You're gonna either. It's like a mirror. Like, yeah,
dude, I love me, man. I mean, yeah, there were years I didn't, but I worked through that. But like, did I ask you last time if you could tell me 2 things that you like about yourself?
I think you did, and it was a good little thought experiment. I forgot what I told you.
It doesn't matter. You can say 2 new things, bro. That's a good thing about life.
So what are the questions again?
Can you tell me 2 things that you like about yourself?
Like about myself, so I like that I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in a serious relationship. Here's the advantage of not having to divide your time between a woman or kids or family, things like that, is that I have at least 10 extra hours. I have at least 10 extra hours a day, because I don't have to make somebody else happy, where I can develop my AI skills, I can develop my recording skills, I can make my bass playing better, I can make the fucking look of my video. Like, I can dedicate so much more time to this, dude. And if I had a girlfriend,
you're putting you first, bro. You're putting you. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's what I like. Yeah, and that's a conscious choice that I've made.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Because at my age, most people have other responsibilities that they can't ignore. Like they can't ignore their families and shit like that. So that is a choice. But for me, I have all this wiggle room. I have all this fucking room. I could fucking stay up till 4 a.m. I don't have to worry about me. Like I could eat beans, rice. I could eat some cheap ass fucking food and eat off like throughout the week for like $40. Can feed me with inexpensive quesadillas. Just put some fucking tortillas in the grill. You know, I don't have to eat like fucking $150 worth of shit. You know, so all that money goes into my equipment. I could just put all my effort into this fucking goal. You know.
What else? What was number 2?
Number 2 is yeah, man. I'm gonna sound narcissistic, but I like my talent, man. I like.
No, that's not. See, there's a difference between people overuse the word narcissist. There's insecure, there's confident, and there's narcissist. You're confident. That's where you're at.
Yeah, I think it's coming from a good place, and that's what I started to recognize is that my desire to play music the way that I play it, it's given to me by God. You know, it's not God gave me a gift to be in love with music so much so that I do it, and then people like that. You know, so I like that I have a gift. I discovered it. So I discovered this gift when I was like around 15. So I like the fact that I discovered it and I stuck with it now for like fucking 25 years. So, you know,
I was 16 when I started writing. So
yeah, you know, so I've been doing music for a long time, man. It's like a muscle for me. Music for me is like this unique thing that I've never ignored, that once I do it in front of the camera, that's how I'm able to get all those views, and that helps promote anything I push. The music part of it helps promote. It's going to bring people to the podcast. It's going to bring people to the AI stuff. So, you know, I'm just glad that I was able to discover that, and I did not ignore it. You know, because most people ignore. Like they tell young kids, don't draw, don't write, don't fucking wish you want to be more.
College and get the business degree.
They kill your dream.
I mean, I'm not sitting on that. I thought people do whatever.
Yeah, but yeah,
I believe anybody's able to do whatever they want, whatever
they can. But I feel like that's not what we need. Like today, like very quickly, I feel like people are gonna find out that shit's gonna be replaced by fucking machines. Like this next year to 5 years, 1 to 5 years, a lot of things are gonna disappear, man. I'm not even talking shit. Like 1 to 5 years from now, a lot of things are gonna be replaced by AI a little bit at a time. And what people thought were secure things that were going to be around for fucking ever, dude. There's medical apps that can diagnose what doctors do in medical offices that they thought only they could do because they had a specialized education. An app is going to be able to diagnose you at home, blood pressure, certain things. Like they have that in other countries and other companies. It's not ubiquitous yet.
But the human fucking connection, the writing or playing music, that's still us, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, people still appreciate like a fucking human being able to actually sing something. Like when somebody can sing and it's not like they call it auto-tune, right? Yeah. People are pretty fucking impressed because, you know, a human talent is something that it's like, oh, this guy can do this. He's a fucking human. He can do a fucking 5 backflips in a row without falling down, you know? But that's like, it's just shit that people know. Oh, I can't do that. Like, you know,
my biggest thing on TikTok, I got on there. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, what can I do? And I was like, all right, I like Rubik's Cube. So I solved a Rubik's Cube and posted a video of it. It's like a minute, not even my fastest time, probably about a minute and a half. I posted a video of it.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I got like almost like 9,000 views now. Like,
dude, that is cool, man. Yeah, that's a skill. So but
like, I like puzzles. It's like the whole riddles, puzzles. It's something I've like Sudoku. I used to do the morning crossword when I was a kid. You know, I've always loved stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I've always been attracted to that and interested since I was a kid, but I never got the time to fully go in it, you know, because when I was a little kid, I was kind of interested in a lot of shit, man. That's something I recognized. Like I was into skateboarding. I drew my own art, right? So I would draw on blank sheets of paper. I would sketch. Even now, I'm an artist. I'm actually like I can sketch and I could do visual arts, but yeah, I wasn't able to go 100%, just enough to help me out, you know. But puzzles was always like, it's interesting to me because I feel like life is a puzzle. Like life itself, trying to understand what the fuck your life is and what you get. It's a puzzle. That's what your life is.
Figure out which pieces to keep in and which pieces that don't go in. You know, I mean, it's totally a puzzle.
Yeah, so I think it's a cool thing that people can do. It's like a good mental exercise to fuck with it. Like I feel like it could potentially translate over. If you do puzzles, it'll translate over to life or in other areas if you're doing that, you know?
I've always been a math person. Like I like math, and so the algorithms. This is just a new algorithm I got to figure out. All that stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right, man. And I'm not the biggest math person, but I'm starting to quickly learn that math, according to like the people that study the fabrics of reality, apparently math is embedded in everything. Like fuck, there's
binary code, like Fibonacci sequence.
Right, like I guess like everything is that exists is on the foundation of a mathematical sequence of some fucking sort. Like everything.
You've seen the Matrix, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I think that's fucking mind blowing. I think that's pretty mind blowing.
That came out the late 90s. I think.
Yeah, dude. I just made a little clip about the Matrix, and I've been thinking a lot about the Matrix recently because I've been watching Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is always talking about the Matrix, and
I hear the name, but I hear he's quite political, and I usually stay away from politics.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I understand. I mean, I respect whatever.
Purposely, because to be honest with you, I think both sides are bananas, and I'm not going to pick a side. I'm gonna.
Well, I'm the same way. I feel like if you go to any extreme, if you're too extreme one way or another, you're bound to have a problem because I don't feel like life is extreme. It's complex. It's not just up and down, black and white. There's a lot of moving parts to everything, to people, to groups. For me, I don't like to categorize myself in a political category, like I'm left or right or this and that. I might have views. I might have views and opinions that line up a little bit more this way or that way.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna have a view on. Mm-hmm. Just because I think this way about one topic does not make me on that team.
Right, exactly, like a liberal or a conservative or whatever. Yeah, so that's where I try to stay away from as well, because then that type of categorization tends to fight a lot. These people are always, they argue, they fight for the sake of the team and tribe that they're a part of. It's not necessarily about the issues. They're just fighting because they're not a part of the same fucking team, and I think that's stupid.
The word tribe, that goes way back. Tribal connectivity. That's how politics started in the beginning. Way back in Europe, like they banded together mostly for protection and food, and they got like the tribal like connection. Like they didn't all believe in stuff, but they had to have each other's back. Like,
yeah, man, and that's something I feel like today.
It's tribal identity, I think, is what they call it.
It's, identity politics. That's what identity politics is what they call it. But yeah. So and I do get into it a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I get it. I watch stuff like that from time to time, but then I get tired of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's not important. Like I wouldn't say that it's unimportant to understand political systems and social systems, because as humans and civilians, we live within some type of political system. And I feel like, of course, if you want to be open-minded about it, historically in the past, there are some political systems that are better than other political systems in terms of providing wealth and security. There's some political systems that have more problems, that are more problematic and shit. And for me, at least, I like to understand why is it that a kingdom is different than a democracy? Why? I want to understand, not to push something, but just for me not to be ignorant of, power, political power, and one thing I've come to realize is that, most people that are fighting about it, like the average voter, they're not willing to do anything. Like they want to put all the responsibility of their shitty lives and their shitty situation on one guy and one system or one party. And I think that's putting too much expectation on that representative.
Smear campaigns. I think they should ban smear campaigns. People honestly don't know what they're voting for. They know what they're voting against.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I get tired of talking to most people in the political world, because they're they're all complaining. They're just bitching about somebody who's not doing something right. And I ask them, well, what the fuck do you propose? I always ask them, so what is your sustainable, what and they have nothing, right? They always have fucking nothing. And you know what I propose? What my solution is? That the equalizer of all society and all groups and social backgrounds, even if you're an ignorant idiot, is the internet. Because the internet is available to everybody. So if you're a fucking dumbass with no GED diploma, you can get on the internet, start a channel. Anybody can start a channel, content. Like, so the internet to me is available to everybody. So there is equal opportunity if you want to work. And so
the problem is we have all the information we want right at the touch of our fingertips.
Yeah.
But dude, I'll spend 5 hours making a video, get 300 views. I posted a video of me running in the snow doing some jump jacks like an idiot, and I've got like 2,800 views within like 4 days. Like what? They don't want the thinking,
Sure. No, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, man. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, because that goes far, man. And I think that it's good to use it. Like that's why I make the reaction videos, because the reaction videos are short. It's just somebody's reaction. It's entertaining, and you don't have to. You get entertained. You don't have to think about shit, like you said. It's just entertaining. So
you can shred, by the way. I mean,
oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I try to at least have a fucking skill that is based on merit. You know, because I practice, man. I practice every fucking day to try to be that good. I practice hours.
I was loving. I was watching the video. I was like, dude, the reactions are great. Like, but like, what do you think? You're just gonna hold the guitar and not do anything? You know?
Right. And you know what? And that's something I'm realizing too, is that people online, like, they're kind of surprised because not everybody is on there has a talent. You know, a lot of people can fuck around. You know, they can put on a fucking hat, a clown mask, and start talking shit and try to be scary. You know, it's like pranking. I don't know that pranking as is. Who knows? Maybe you do have to have a lot of skill.
Dude, but I came on here. I was doing the riddle challenge. I was telling people it's somebody called themselves a riddle master. So I was like, let's go. We got into it. And then next thing I was like, try and stump me out a riddle. So I tell people, look up any list of riddles on the internet, different lists, get riddles. I started at 6 out of 10 correct every time. Right now I'll get 8 out of 10 correct every time. Any list on the internet. Like,
yeah.
List, that was my bit or spiel, whatever you want to call it on here.
Yeah. I discovered mine the same way. When I started playing on Ome TV or Chat Roulette, it was just to fuck around. I wasn't recording shit at all in the beginning. I was just bored and I was going to go on there. And then when I started getting reactions and people were like, oh, look, like I was getting certain reactions. Okay, well, they already find this half entertaining. What if I make it even more visually appealing? I buy more professional gear. I have better lighting so that I just take it to the next level of whatever it was. And then I got even doubled the views. So my first videos prior to upgrading the setup, they were like 600 views. And then when I upgraded the setup, they doubled at least. And then it remained consistent. You know, but then I was like, okay, I got to I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, and he says you got to do a lot of different things. You got to do things that are your own interests. So he says he's into baseball cards. So he does baseball card show. He does a podcast. He does like game shit. Like he just does the stuff that he's already into, and he makes content around the stuff he's already into. He says that's all he does, and he puts it everywhere.
Be phony. Be yourself and do what you like. There's other people that are going to connect.
Exactly, yeah. So he was just saying, like, all these algorithms, they push, it's called interest media. So social media pushes a particular interest to the person that's already interested in it. So he says it's not really even about followers. Like the last 2 to 3 years, it's not even about how many followers you have. If it's good and it's a particular category, it could get seen. It could go viral. It could go viral like if you're fucking brand new. It could go viral. And that's what I realized when I got like 14,000 views on this one short with this one chick. And I was like, what the fuck? All right. This is pretty cool, man. This could actually fucking happen. Like this could happen. Any fucking post could potentially happen. You just got to post a shitload of them.
It's going to happen, bro.
It's going to happen, right? Right. So, but you got to be consistent.
No, I believe in manifestation, man. You're going to do it. I think I'm going to do it.
I believe in you, man. Shit. Yeah.
I believe in you too, bro.
You got it.
Like I was like, shit, I'm running late because of Rosa.
No. I'm not a dick either, man. I'm not. You know, it's not easy to find people that are on the same page. I'm not gonna. Oh, you showed up 1 fucking second late. I can't talk to you. I'm not gonna do something like that. That would just would be anal.
I believe it. I like being on time. But I was like, bro, that's why I sent the video. I was like, look, dude, I'm gonna be there in a minute.
No, that's okay, man. You know, shit happens, man. Like right now, it's been fucking crazy over here with the cold. A lot of shit has frozen around here, and you know, shit happens, and no big deal, you know. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, man, good shit, man. I was gonna say, I don't know, blank. My brain's fucking. I'm gonna put on this bracelet because I took it off. I wear this little bracelet. It has magnets. This is a magnetic. It's a bracelet that has 2 magnets where the pressure points in the wrists are. So I put it on, and it kind of it creates the right type of energetic balance in the body, and it fucking works. Because when I don't have it,
I've learned a little bit about, but that might be another show because I learned about all kinds of different theories.
Yeah, man, there's technologies out there, man. And here's what they're finding out, right? Because of quantum physics, and like they're finding out that the things that make up the human body, they're not physical. Like we're mostly water and fucking energy. We're mostly water and energy. That's why we can be affected by vibes and electromagnetic fields that are around us. They can affect us. So, and it's also our thoughts also have a certain electromagnetic frequency, right? So
you're 48, you're 480. Like I listen to that type of stuff when I go to sleep because I can't hear words and stuff. I listen to either rain and thunder sounds or the 240 watt megahertz.
Oh, yeah, we're on the same page, bro. Yeah, because that relaxes the nervous system. So it puts your nervous system in a calm, repair state, right? So that's where you repair. You got to be there because most of what we do.
So if I hear words, I'm gonna be listening, and I'm gonna be,
Yeah, you can also hypnotize. You can program your subconscious mind when you're in that theta. I think it's called theta or beta brain state. So it's a relaxed brain state where you're more susceptible to hypnosis. So if you want to hypnotize your fucking subconscious mind, let's say you want to program your subconscious mind with some crazy belief, you're going to be able to do it very easily when you're in that relaxed with those sounds, with those particular sounds. You do them. I do that. I did that for fucking years. I put those types of frequencies like the ocean and this weird humming in the back. And then I had these affirmations in the middle of that. I had these phrases that said, you are rich, people love you, you are the best, you are successful, people love hearing your voice. Like all these super positive affirmations about me that I wanted to just accept. And then I fucking did it. And finally, after
that's all I say underneath social media. I follow nothing but positive shit. Like, cause everything's negative. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
If I'm following something that's positive, like,
yeah, exactly.
That's kind of, I want to be a happy person. Whether I'm successful or not, I'm going to try, and that's because I'm positive.
Bro. Dude, come on, man. That's what life's about, man. Yeah, like you said, man. Like it's the default in life is trying to get you to be in fear. The media is projecting fear. Yeah. Everything in society as a whole, in general, is fear based. Go get the vaccine because if you don't get the vaccine, you'll die. Go to a doctor right away because if you don't go to a doctor, you might get rabies. That fucking bite could be rabies. Put on a condom. I don't know. Might be wise with the condom thing, but don't. Go put on a condom and get fucking your tubes tied because you might get AIDS on your dick and you might fuck the wrong chick. Right? Go get protection.
Yeah, I live life, man. I'm not worried about nothing.
Yeah. So but yeah, it's like fuck, dude. Come on. Yeah, you can only do the best that you can. I do the best that I can, and
the only way you can do that is by trying, bro. And so many people don't try. So I'm just glad we met each other and we were both trying together.
And I think I appreciate it, and I think a big part of it is staying true to your gift. I think writing and this creative stuff you're doing, man, it's your gift. And when you're pursuing that, your brain is in a whole different. It's like the whole universe changes when you decide to pursue something that you're going to give to the world, as opposed to I'm just going to make a living. Because most people that are making a living, that's just survival. I just got to survive as long as I'm not dead. That's all like just running. It's like the lizard brain. That's not That's not high frequency. High frequency is I'm going to fucking create this song with these badass visuals, this unbelievable creative idea, and I want other people. I want it to penetrate the psyche of other individuals. I want other people to feel my emotions and my thoughts through this idea. So that is what God wants. That is what God wants. I know that.
I don't know what to call it. Honestly, I don't know what I believe. I went through so many different religions. I know I'll figure it out when I get there.
And I'm
not scared to be here, and I'm not scared to be me. So that's what I'm gonna.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying because I already know you're already living out. You're living out the same belief I have. I have the same belief. It's just that I might have more of a overarching terminology for it. And I had to work really hard too to go through a lot of religions, and I don't believe religion is necessarily the answer because. And I used to be very religious, by the way. I want to say this first. I was a Christian for fucking ever. Just grew up Christian, Jesus, God, the Father. We're created by a powerful being. I still believe those things. I still believe that we are here not by accident. I certainly don't believe in evolution. I don't believe this is all just kind of happened the way that it is with mathematics embedded in DNA. That's intelligence. That there's intelligence embedded. So that is a byproduct of a mind. That is a byproduct of a mind. It's not a byproduct of a random. It just doesn't make any sense. It takes more faith.
I don't know the answer, but it's
right. But these are my opinions.
All I
right?
know is I know I'm gonna be good while I'm here.
You can tell by feeling it. So if it feels, so we all have intuition, right? When I create, when I'm making content and I'm following my passion, I love music. that's a part of God, bro. I mean, religion tends to ignore it. You know, most religions don't want you to be powerful. You know, because Jesus Christ preached this. Jesus Christ preached the kingdom of heaven is here. That's
I've read the whole book. I've read the whole Bible.
And that's, you know, what does that mean? Most Christians don't understand what that means at all. Like they're just like,
under a rock, I'll be there. Behind a tree, I'll be there. It's everywhere. It's within us. You just have to let it show.
Right. And what's interesting is that he preached that message, then he healed the sick, and then he preached. He taught wise parables to multitudes, and according to the Bible and the people of that time, he was a great man. Right. So he was demonstrating the kingdom of heaven. Like he was like, you're sick, here's healing. You lack money, here's some fish. When he pulled out all those fish from the boat, all those fishermen, because they were lacking fish. So he became the solution to every problem that he encountered. And people are like, oh my God, wow, praise God. How do I get that power? Right. So
you have to be the solution.
Well, that's my point. He preached that the kingdom of heaven is within, that we all can enter the kingdom and we can manifest heaven on earth the way that he did from within, from each individual. Like you said, it's not about a top down, the one guy in the church telling us what to do. We're all a reflection of that kingdom. And that's really what it taught.
My favorites are like Matthew 6:8, like don't be like the hypocrites on the corners. You know.
Right. They're beating their chests. They're beating their chests about how many times they pray in the day. I pray these many times, God. I give this much money, God. But how many poor people are you inspiring, and how many fucking because that's why I'm talking about the stuff we're doing, because we're average people. Me and you are just average guy. We're in our fucking rooms. You're trying to write a book. I'm trying to fucking make videos. If we can do this,
you made videos. Huh? We're just trying to get better at it. I've wrote a book and you made videos. We're just getting better at it.
Right. We're already been fucking on the path to doing all these things. So my point is, we're bringing about the kingdom of heaven to earth. It's just that we're doing it in a different way today, because social media is the way of communication. Right. So you want to see God? I mean, we're manifesting God right now. You know. Right now, me and you, we're creating this conversation. We're creating this podcast. We're talking about the endeavors that we're working on. I mean, how the fuck is that not godly? You know, I don't think that's certainly not satanic. You know,
shit out of talking shit to each other, being assholes, right? Huh? It beats the shit out of us being assholes to each other. Like too many people just put each other down.
That's what exactly. That's what most people do on the internet.
People.
Yeah, and that's what I'm tired of. Like I'm tired of that. That's why when I met you and I was like, you said podcast, fuck yeah, bro. This is what it's about. You know, so.
Bro, I'm seriously gonna try and send some people your way and like see if you guys can figure it out. I mean, you guys once you meet, I can make the introduction. That's all I can do.
Yeah. Because I know what to do from there, man. Because I've met a lot
of people though, and you're one of them. I would like to introduce you to them.
Sure, no, I would appreciate it, and I only expect the best from your company, because I'm sure they're gonna be like you. You know, they're going to be trying to do shit, you know?
No. That's why I was talking to them when I sent you the message the other night. Like, I appreciate it. Actually, I got to talk to them here in a little while.
Nice. That's cool, man. Yeah. I'm glad that you're connected to another network of people that I need to meet. Yeah, I'm more than happy to talk to them. And yeah, man, I wanted to talk to you for a little bit. I remember I told you I didn't have a fucking thing laid out. I was just kind of winging it.
No, dude, I'm comfortable with it too. I like me. I liked you when I met you, so let's go with it.
Yeah,
I've never been on a podcast. Well, I've on one or two podcasts, but trying to help them set up their thing. So like it wasn't even there was no format at all, like, or even substance, like, or they were just like basically practicing.
Yeah, and that's how you get better at it. It gets better. It gets more natural by doing it. I did prior to you. I have episode 2, so this would be episode 3. Episode 2, it was like a 2.5-hour conversation with a younger man, and that wasn't even planned, man. Like that, I just ran into him on chat roulette. I matched on chat roulette, and it wasn't like.
It was a religious conversation. I started to watch it. I just didn't have 2.5 hours to put it
in. No. I don't even expect you to watch it, man. I don't expect most people to watch the long term. That's why I created 2 shorts. I made 2 short videos that are like 30 seconds long of like a particular highlighted kind of subject. So I made 2 shorts, and those shorts from the podcast, they actually got 1,100 views.
Is that on Instagram?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay, but we don't have. We'll have to switch each other's YouTube.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a little bit. But
I saw the one on Instagram. It was like 2.5 hours. I watched a little bit of it, but I was like, yeah, I don't have
no. Yeah, the 2.5 hours is for somebody who really like. I watch stuff like that. I'll watch, but Joe Rogan is more famous. I watch other guys' podcasts that are that long, and if it's a particular theme that I think is interesting, so like if let's say it's cryptocurrency and its impact on the world that's coming. Like I like shit that's like very futuristic, like future tech. Huh?
I have a buddy that's created his own coin. He's working up that network to start a platform to where the algorithms don't have to boost you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I got to talk to that guy then. I got to talk to that guy.
Like, I mean, I don't know how he is on Facecam, but I'm going to talk to him because I've been helping him try and push his stuff out there too. He's doing all the binary, all the fucking numbers and creating code. It's a volatile coin right now, but it's basically to build a platform to where the algorithm doesn't boost you, that you just boost yourself.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm totally interested in something like that. And my point was with this podcast thing is, I mean, I already have long conversations online anyways.
Yeah.
I have, and a lot of the times when I had these conversations with people, they would tell me, dude, you could do a podcast. Like people were the ones who were telling me you could be doing a podcast. And then I kind of took it seriously. In the beginning, I procrastinated like for at least a year and a half. I was like, I wasn't doing the podcast because my insecurity, right? Like, I don't want to do it. But then, eventually enough people told me, dude, why the fuck don't you do a podcast? And like, I fucking know I got to do a podcast. And then eventually I started doing it. You start feeling the pressure. It starts getting higher.
It's just, you can fucking do it. That's why.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Something inside of me told me they're fucking right. Like, it's like potential. I suspect that they're right. And I'm just making excuses. And I just need to take that next step to
Dude, me and my buddy were gonna do one. We talked about it for 2 years, and like I had to stop waiting and I had to start doing my own thing. Otherwise, I'd be doing one too.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I got it right now. My goal is to do one a week. That's why when I made this appointment with you, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna meet with you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I have to push other things out of the way. This is not about money, bro. Me and you talking is not about money. Because if this is about money, I have
no. Help you get your name out there as much as I get mine now.
I have no money to offer you, and I have no money to gain from you. But here's what we do have to offer each other is this piece of content that's going to push your agenda forward and my agenda. And of course, we're friends. And it's not just that we're fucking trying to gain anything.
We're giving each other the most valuable asset we have is each other's time, and I appreciate that.
100%, right? And it's pushing our brand. Like if anybody's going to become aware of any of us, we have to talk on podcasts. Like the more we are a part of a lot of different things, our names start being associated with a particular thing. With you is going to be with the books. You're an author, animator, riddle master, right? We start coming up with names like that's going to start being associated with you and all the different shows that you start popping up on. So
you got someone else to look it up. Look up Padoko Riddles just in your Google. It pulls it up. I'm starting to show up already.
All right. See, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, and I'll check it out. But yeah, right now I'm running out of questions to ask you. Trying to think.
No, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Or is there anything? Is there anything you would like to talk about, man? And anything that you have in mind that you've been thinking about?
Show them one more time. Like this one, dude.
Yeah.
Soul Controllers, Padoko Riddles, man.
All right, there it is.
Games to board games, and it escalates from there. It's a comedy satire. It's all about competition for fun, and
hell yeah.
I hope everybody that reads it enjoys it. Read it on Kindle Unlimited. Read it for free. If they want to buy the paperback, buy the paperback. But I just want people to read it and enjoy the story.
There you go, man. Free book. Guys, check it out. Fuck yeah, man. That's cool. But yeah, man. I guess, I could always edit this later on. We can still continue conversating, but I know when to later start the show and stop the show and then things like that.
No, I'm gonna because I do have other people to talk to, but dude, Ozzy. Dude,
hey man,
you fucking
thanks for talking with me, man.
Some people your way.
Thank you, man. I would appreciate it.
Like, I mean, I don't know how to do a 3-person chat online. If I wouldn't even have something to add, I would just be introducing to you. But
fuck it.
I'm gonna go over to TikTok now after I use the bathroom and talk to people and be like, "Yo, you got to meet this dude. He's doing a podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there. He's getting out there. We'll do the same thing,
Yeah, man. As soon as I get off, I'm gonna start editing this. I'm gonna post it like within the next 2 hours. I'm gonna
how would I you can send me a copy.
Yeah, once it's fully uploaded on my YouTube, I'll send you the link for the full upload of
the video. Check me out on Ozzy's podcast.
Yeah, and then I'll post a short video. I'll make maybe a short clip of some of this conversation where it's something interesting. I'll post it on Instagram, and I'll tag you on your Instagram as a collaborator. So I'm gonna say, Poco Riddles guy on the bottom. I'm gonna tag your username for the Instagram, and then I'm gonna basically plug the whole conversation from the short one. So the short one's going to promote, the short video is going to promote the long YouTube conversation. So I'm not going to post the 2-hour one on Instagram. I'm just going to post the portrait short highlight. And then I'm going
to go talk to people when I get off here, and that you might be able to interview next. Cause dude, I've met a lot of interesting people, and you got to interview interesting people, right?
Hey man, I know you know them. Yeah.
Or no, dude, you're one of them, bro. I'm glad we made this fucking.
All right, man. Thanks.
Hey, bro. I'm going to talk to you soon, all right?
Peace out, man. Thanks a lot.
Do you need something to grab people's attention? An outlandish idea? I can help make it come to life. I create realistic video animations based on fictional characters, pets, objects, people. I can add text and words to make your video pop. I can fine-tune your images, increase their quality, and make you look fabulous. I look forward to helping increase your reach and growth.